Happy Durgashtami, Bande Matram, welcome all of you. So this morning we are going to discuss a great topic. I am Durga, goddess of the proud and strong. So the great topic we are going to discuss on this great morning, of course, this is Durgashtami, Mahashtami. So this is the Parvana season, it is the 8th day. So this is a great topic for us to discuss right now on this Navaratri Puja. I am Durga, goddess of the proud and strong. Already we have known, we have discussed to some extent. Anyway, we will go to this topic on the very basis of hymn to Durga and of course on Savitri. This will be a great discussion for this glorious morning and this glorious occasion. This is Parvana season, we know. So we know Ja Devi Sarvabhutesu Shaktirupena Sanstita Namastasya 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 Namo Namo. So we are going to focus on this great austere force, that is Shakti, Madonna of the great Madonna. We are going to discuss right now. Madonna of might, mother of works and force. So on this we are going to focus the Devi Sarvabhuteshu Durga Rupena Sanstita Namastasya 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 Namo Namo. So we are going to focus on the great aspect of the force, the mother of works and the force, Madonna of might. So we are discussing and focusing rightly on that aspect. This is a great occasion, great season, great time, of course. This is Mahashtami. So on this great occasion we are going to discuss everything on a very significant way on the greater and the inner aspect, of course, we are going to focus upon. So the topic of discussion for this morning is I am Durga, goddess of the proud and strong. When we are reciting, of course we are quoting Sri Aurobindo from his magnum opus Savitri, the legend and the symbol. So great epic, the greatest epic of the world, Savitri, will be quoted again and again throughout our discussion right now. I am Durga, goddess of the proud and strong, and Lakshmi, queen of the fair and fortunate. I wear the face of Kali when I kill. Three aspects have been focused upon here in this in these three lines. This is the indirect word of the Divine Mother. I am Durga, goddess of the proud and strong. Those who are proud and those strong, for them I am the goddess Durga. And Lakshmi, of course, I am worshipped and revered and respected as they are as Lakshmi for them, queen of the fair and fortunate. Queen, I am Lakshmi, queen of the fair and fortunate. Who are fair and fortunate, for them I am queen. I am Lakshmi. Again, I wear the face of Kali when I kill. When I kill, I wear the face of Kali, the dark, terrible mother of life, that is Kali, has been focused upon. So here we are going to discuss on this already. This is a great occasion we are discussing. Durga, already that story we know, she was actually incarnation, glorious incarnation. So far these goddesses are concerned. She founded a great incarnation. So we know exclusively she was called upon. She was given, brought into manifestation as the Durga, because Mahishasura was simply invincible. He could not be overcome. So for that she was incarnate manifested there on the earth, to whom all the gods and goddesses offered their all great weapons. So being equipped with the divine instruments, divine weapons, everything of the gods, so she awaited on the hilltop for the Mahishasura to come and invade. Mahishasura got the news that the most beautiful, of course, the most serene, the most beautiful, the most miraculous, most enchanting lady is being seated on the hilltop. So he went, in spite of all the denials, in spite of all refusals, he went and of course met face to face with the great goddess Durga. And you know what happened? The Durga had to mesmerize him with the naked beauty of the of her one naked beauty, so that this Mahishasura got mesmerized, and finally she was killed, and the world was saved from the most disaster. So that greatest disaster was averted, and the Mahishasura met his fatal end with while fighting with great goddess Durga. So from that occasion, we keep celebrating Durga Puja, Navaratri Puja. So it is a great occasion. So far, this Hindu mentality, Hindu religion, Hindu mythology is concerned. The great avatar, we are going to focus upon her aspects of the might, force, work. So this her greatness we are going to quote upon. Initially, we'll better try to go through the hymn to Durga. That is what the requirement. We know throughout India today. This is the great occasion where everybody almost keep chanting the hymn to Durga. So we'll try to start it to begin with that those glorious. Glorious lines have been a glorious creation of Sri Aurobindo. How, of course, he has written, invoked, and of course, he is requesting the Divine Mother to come and manifest upon upon this fallen globe, so that this earth is fallen, this is dangerous, it is packed with darkness, suffering, and everything is there. Youth of India are actually they are static, they are actually fearful. So that atmosphere must be created, so that India will rise with the rising of these great sons of Aryan children. For that, actually, this is a great hymn, great invocation. It was invoked and of course it was recited, and it was sketched by the great Mahayogi Sri Aurobindo. Mother Durga, rider on the lion, give her up all strength. Rider on the lion, give her up all strength, Mother, beloved of Shiva. We born from thy parts of aurora, with the youth of India are seated here in the temple. Listen, O Mother, descend upon earth, make thyself manifest in this land of India. So, what is in the initial lines we can find that we born from thy parts of our the youth of India, seated here in the temple, you come, descend upon earth, please, and make thyself manifest in this land of India. Again, Mother Durga, from age to age, not in one age or one generation or in this past century, from age to age, in life after life, many lives it is gone, many ages have been passed. We come down into human body, we come down into human built body. It indicates that actually we are beyond this human body. Do thy work and return to the home of delight. Usually we are here to serve thee, to what do thy work and return to the home of delight. Now too we are born. We kept taking birth again and again in the ages after ages. Here also we are born. Now too we are born, dedicated to the work. Listen over the and upon earth, make this manifest and come to our help. In the third paragraph, of course, here in the course beautifully, Mother Durga, rider on the lion, that is her actually Bahan, what is known that. Rider on the lion, how it is she is equipped, trident in hand, thy body of beauty armor clad, Mother, give her a victory. Normally, your arrival, the purpose of your arrival, and you are here as the giver of victory. India awaits thee, eager to see the gracious form of thine. Eager India awaits thee, eager to see the gracious form of thine. Listen, O Mother, descend upon earth, make this manifest in this land of India. Again, we'll go better. We'll try to focus upon these great lines that is from Savitri. Sri Aurobindo has quoted nicely. O Savitri, I am thy secret soul. Of course, this is the great voice. It is voiced from the Madonna of Might, Mother of Works and the Force. This is Mother's indirect voice. I will try to quote. I am thy secret soul. I have come down into the human world. Usually, I have come down into the human world means it is from beyond. And the movement watched by an unsleeping eye. Unsleeping eye, that eyes like Lakshman. So he never stayed or wait for 14 years. So watched by an unsleeping eye, and the dark contrariety of Earth's fate, and the battle in the bright and somber powers. I am that. Unsleeping eyes, battle of the bright and somber powers, dark contrariety of the Earth's state. Just imagine how it has been described. I stand upon earth's path of danger and grief. Just imagine how the reality, how it is, how really the earth is. I stand upon the earth's path of danger and grief. Earth's path is packed with danger and grief, and help the unfortunate and save the doomed. Unfortunate, there is no fortune justifying any enlightened fortune for the people, and save the doomed. The doomed, they are going down and down unsafe. So I have here unsafe. I have come to save her. To the strong I bring the burden of their strength. Who are strong I bring the burden of their strength. To the weak I bring the armor of my force. That is what my specialty. I have come to save the world. And to men who long I carry their coveted joy. To men who long I carry their coveted joy. I am fortune justifying the great and wise by the sanction of the plaudits of the crowd. Just imagine how really I am. So I have here this. I know this earth's path is packed with danger and of course grief. There are many unfortunates, many doomed. So I bring the strong to the bring strong. I bring the burden of their strength. To the weak I bring the armor of my force. To men who long I carry their coveted joy. So I am the giver. I am the saver. I am the helper. Here I am manifesting. Against Aurobindo quotes in Durga Stotra, Mother Durga, give her of force and love and knowledge. Three things you are giving, you are giving. Give her of force and love and knowledge. Terrible art thou in thy own self, O maid, mother. Beautiful and fierce in the battle of life, in India's battle, we are warriors commissioned by thee. We are warriors commissioned by thee, mother. Give to our heart and mind a Titan's strength, Titan's energy, to our soul and intelligence, a God's character and knowledge. So this titanity is required, and of course this worldliness that is also required. But actually, it is placed. It must be placed at the right time and the right places. To give to our heart and mind, a Titan strength, Titan's energy. Heart and mind needs the Titanic strength and the Titanic energy. And to our soul and intelligence, a God's character and knowledge. Mother Durga, India, world's noblest place. India, who is India? Everybody sees India as a patch of land, packed with a mountain, river, forest. But India the Mahayogi Sri Aurobindo feels it is the noblest race. India, world's noblest race, lay hid in darkness, now packed with the darkness. Mother rises on the eastern horizon. As the sun rises in the east, so like this thou risest on the eastern horizon. The dawn comes with the glow of thy divine limbs, scattering the darkness, spread light, mother, destroy the darkness, mother. There is everywhere, but wherever you see, wherever if you find that is darkness only, so you just come manifest, spreading the light, you just try to destroy the darkness. Mother Durga, we are the children, definitely. This is the relationship between you and us. Already we have seen that the dreams, you feel still in the quoting. If you find the demon is sitting on your mother's chest and sucking the blood, what about you? Are you likely to sleep silently and taking your dinner, good food, or you want to rescue your mother with all your with steps and thoughts and energy? That is the question of the burning question of the time. We are thy children, through thy grace, by thy influence, may we become fit for the great work. May we become fit for the great work, for the great ideal, through thy grace and by thy influence. Without thy grace and influence, nothing can be possible. It is simply impossible. And if it is there, Pangu Langhaite Giri, Bhukam Karuti Bachalam. So we need your help. Try, Mother, destroy our smallness, our selfishness, our fear. Three things we have generally man conceives: smallness, darkness, and selfishness, smallness, and the fear. You try to destroy it. Again, Mother quotes. Sri Aurobindo quotes. Thou art Kali, Mother Durga, thou art Kali, whom we are praying, Kali, Mahalakshmi, Kali, Lakshmi, Durga. Thou art Kali, garlanded with human heads. You know, Kali, garlanded with human heads. Sword in hand, thou slayest the Asura. Purpose of your coming and arrival, and of course, holding the sword in hand is to slay the Asura, goddess. Do thou slay with thy pitiless cry the enemies who dwell within us. These Asuras, these Titans, these Asuras, they are actually staying upwards in external, but there are also demons, Titans inside us. Slay with thy pitiless cry the enemies who dwell within us. Men run remain alive, they are not even a single one. Not one. may we become pure and spotless, so that after getting slayed, all these titans are getting slayed. What happens? May we become pure and spotless. This is a prayer, Mother. Descend up, make thyself manifest. This is this for this purpose you must manifest on earth. Again, Sri Aurobindo quotes. In the mother quotes, my ear is leaned to the cry of the oppressed. Many are there, they are oppressed, and my ear is leaned to the cry of the, when they cry, my ear is leaned to the cry of the oppressed. I topple down the thrones of the tyrant kings. Many are the kings who are really tyrant. I topple down their thrones. A cry comes from the prescribed and the human lives, appealing to me against the pitiless world. Again, the world comes, it is a pitiless world. Who will save it? Who will pack it, the change, convert the pitiless world into a harmonious and beautiful world? For that I am here. A voice of the forsaken and desolate and the lone prisoner in his dungeon cell. Voice I can hear, for whom? The prisoner, lone prisoner in the dark dungeon cell imprisoned, and a voice and forsaken and desolate his voice, and I can hear the voice. Men hail me in my coming, the Almighty sports. When I come, people feel time has come. That this divine mother, with my arrival, the people hail normally the Almighty sports. Her praise with thankful tears is the Savior grace. It is coming. Through me, something is there, something can be done. This world will be freed from the burning tension, strains of the titans. It will be freed from the absolute darkness. So I am here, man who bears some hope inside the heart. I smite the Titan who bestrides the world. I smite the Titan who bestrides the world and slay the ogre in his blood-stained throne. It is there. So that actually you can remember that the purpose of incarnation, what is as described in, of course, in Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The purpose of my incarnation, Sri Krishna advises and explains to Arjuna. For that beautiful lines you can be able to understand, of course you can know. Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskrutam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. For that is the purpose. I must save here the sadhus. I must clay and clean. Of course, I will kill the enemies, those who are wicked. And of course, my purpose is to this dharma. I want to make the stapana of dharma. I want to establish it, so that for that actually in every, almost in every yugos I am taking birth, getting the incarnations. So here also your mother quotes, I am Durga, her own identity. Who really you are, you do such and such, you bring light, you to the strong, you give the force, to the weak, the garden of their strength. You have heard the cry of the oppressed, cry of the lone prisoner in his cell. You are here to save the world and all. Who really you are? She gives her own identity. I am Durga, goddess of the proud and strong. I am Durga, goddess of the proud and strong, and Lakshmi, queen of the fair and fortunate. I wear the face of Kali when I kill. Then what is the real purpose of my arrival? What really I do when I manifest here? I trample the corpses of the demon Hades. Trample the corpses of the demon Hades. I am charged by God to do His mighty work. I am here now. I have got my vision. My vision, my purpose of coming is that I am charged by God to do His mighty work. Uncaring, I don't care for anything. I serve His will who sent me forth. He has sent me forth. He has got a mandate for me. I have my vision. I have my purpose. So I am here just caring. Uncaring, I serve His will who sent me forth. Reckless of peril and earthly consequence. Reckless of peril and earthly consequence. I reason not of virtue and of sin. I reason not of any virtue or of sin, but to do the deed He has sent me, put me into my heart. Whatever the purpose for which the mission has been bestowed upon, why I am sent, I am doing the thing. Then also I fear not for the angry frown of heaven. Heaven and hell, two things exist in the in the consciousness of in our eternal consciousness, of course. I fear not for the angry frown of heaven, I flinch not from the red assault of hell. This is what the mother of the great mother, really mother of might, the mother of modern of might, mother of works and force. Here I will try to recite one or two lines from Durga Stotra, Hymn to Durga. Again, he is actually quoting beautifully. Mother Durga, India lies low in selfishness and purefulness, littleness. India and the Indians have got three shortcomings. One is selfishness, one is like purefulness, and one is littleness. India lies low. Make us great, make our efforts great, our hearts vast. So India lies low in three things: selfishness and fearfulness and littleness. For that, what you have to do, you have to make us great, make our efforts great, our hearts vast, make us to our resolve. Four things we expect from you, you have to do. May we no longer desire the small void of energy given to laziness and stricken with fear. So that four things will emerge from us. No longer we will desire the small, no longer but void of energy given to laziness and stricken with fear. This energy, void of energy and the fearfulness and the laziness and smallness, it will disappear. Mother Durga, extend wide the power of yoga. Extend wide the power of yoga. Just you come and slay the enemy and you will go. Like avatars have come. Ravana is being slain by Rama, the great avatar. But we find this Ravana still is there. Ravana, that nature, that identity, everything is existing here, even after Ravana is gone. Kansa is, as he was killed by Krishna, but you find here many Kansas are there. Their number is too many, you can't count. So their concept to their property is still here. So how many avatars incarnation will come and take incarnation here to save even 1 or 2%? Now itself, if you think everything is packed with only nullity, falsehood, every titanity like this. So another quotes here it is written. Yeah, so this ordinary power will not come. You will come and slay. That is not the solution. You have to prepare ourselves. In which power? Extend wide the power of yoga. We are the Aryan children. Power of yoga. You just extend over. Wait. And we are who really we are. Aryan children. Develop in us again the lost teaching. Character. Teaching is lost. Character forgotten. Strength and of intelligence. Faith and devotion. Force of austerity. Power of justice and true knowledge. Bestow all that upon the world to help mankind, appear a mother of the world, dispel all ills. Everything was there, everything we possessed, but actually we have lost. What are those things we have lost? We are the Aryan children. Develop in us. Develop means it was there, now itself it is in a very brooding stage. It is formidable, it is a starting phase. You try to develop it again. The lost teaching, character, strength of intelligence, faith and devotion, force of austerity, power of chastity, and true knowledge. Bestow all that upon the world to help mankind, appear a mother of the world and dispel ills. Further, actually, to help mankind, that is the main purpose for your arrival. To help mankind, because mankind is all have not only 1 or 2%, entire mankind, mankind as a whole, mankind at large. They are actually unhelped. To help mankind appear, O mother of the world, dispel all ills. It is everything is packed with only illness, and you try to dispel it. Again, we can read a few lines, mother quotes in Savitri. I cross the opposition of the gods. I cross the opposition of the gods who oppose, I cross the opposition. Tread down a million goblin obstacles, whatever but now initially opposition, second goblin obstacles. So I would tread down. I guide man to the path of the divine. Just imagine some people are there who are treading the sunlit path, they are in the way to the divine. I guide man to the path of the divine and guard him from the red wolf and the snake. So on the red wolf and snake, wild animals there, I guard them from it, who are readily moving in the divine path towards the divine. And I set in his mortal hand my heavenly sword. My heavenly sword is put in their hand and put on them the breastplate of the gods. I break the ignorant pride of human mind, the trouble of soul trouble of the whole problem. I break the ignorant pride. Pride is ignorant, and I break and lead the thought of the to the wideness of the truth. Then later the mother quotes here, steer him the rights. It is the indirect voice of the mother. that I reigned narrow, then actually I reigned man's narrow and successful life, and of course his sorrowful eyes to gaze at the sun. So that is the what sorrowful eyes packed with tear, not looking up, and can be able to see the sun. That I help, and of course I train them and I give them vision, that he may die to earth and live on in his soul. In this material world, he will take refuge. He will not take refuge. He will simply be exempted from this earth and live in the soul. I know the goal. I know the secret route. The goal I know. The secret route I know. I have studied the map of the invisible worlds. So many worlds there. They are invisible. I have studied the map. I am the battle's head, the journey star. This is the complete difference between us. Battle's head and the journey star. But the great obstinate world resists my word. And the crookedness and evil in man's heart is stronger than region profounder than the pit. I know my purpose. This is my purpose of coming. I have come for this purpose. I am so and so, but actually there is great resistance. The world is not as smooth as it is expected. So crookedness, evil, and resistance, obstinacy. So these are there. I can feel everything. And the malignancy of the hostile powers. Wherever you see there are hostile forces, there are attacks. Everything is there. So, and puts craftily back on the cloak of destiny, and mightier seems than the eternal will. Now, the dark adventurer seem to win. So now this equality, this malignancy, it seems stronger than region, profounder than the pit. It seems as if this cosmic rule is, evil is too deep to unroot, very difficult to unread the cosmic will. That's what we find. For that, actually, we are working, and I am here. But again, in Durga Sutra, we can find a few better lines. Mother Durga, slay the enemy within. External enemies, we are discussing that Ravana, Krishna, and also all demons, they are slain. But there are many slain unseen, unfound, and of course unexplored, that they are staying within. So slay the enemy within, then root out all obstacles in outside. Obstacles only just now we were discussing from Savitri. So root out all obstacles outside. May the noble, heroic, mighty Indian Indian race, mighty Indian race, noble, heroic, mighty Indian race. Just imagine how many adjectives have been used. The noble, heroic, mighty Indian race, supreme in love and unity, supreme in truth and strength, arts and letters, supreme in force and knowledge, ever dwell in its holy woodlands, its fertile fields, under its sky keeping hills, along the banks of its pure stemming rivers. This is our prayer at the feet of the mother, make thyself manifest. Just imagine how really the Indian scenario, the road, how the track, how the helplessness, and you come and manifest and you try to prepare us. That's what. Then Mother quotes, Sri writes, Mother Durga, enter into our bodies, not from outside. You enter into our bodies, enter our bodies in the yogic strength. In the yogic strength, you enter our bodies. This body, this heart is the chamber and the shrine. This divine psychic is there. Mother city is the eternal birthplace, dwelling place. We shall become the instrument once you enter inside. So we shall become the instrument. Thy sword slaying all evil, thy lamp dispelling all ignorance, sword slaying all evil, lamp dispelling all ignorance. Fulfill this yearning of thy young children. Young children, we, our yearning, just try to fulfill, O Mother. Be the master and drive the instrument. Be the master and drive the instrument. We are the instrument, you drive us. Wield thy sword and slay the evil. You just wield thy sword and slay the evil. Hold up the lamp and spread the light of knowledge. Light of knowledge spread by holding up the light. Make thyself manifest. For that you just come and manifest in this world. Of course, later, Sri Aurobindo again writes here, this is the beautifully written. A few I guide. Again, her actually one problem is there, lacuna is there, shortcoming is there. A few I guide, a few. I guide who pass me towards the light. I save them, I guide them, but actually they are, of course, very few. A few I save, the mass falls back unsaved. A few I help, the many strive and fail. Few I guide, others are staying unguided because they are no longer interested to go towards the light. A few I save, the mass falls back unsaved. A few I help, the many strive and fail. But the heart I have hardened and I do my work. I know a few. Mostly people are in ordinary life, they are not aware, unconscious, ignorant, so they are sleeping inside the darkness. Slowly the light grows greater in the east. Just imagine, slowly, because evolution is a slow process. Slowly the light grows greater in the east. Slowly the world progresses on God's road. His seal is on my task. It can't fail. I know it can never fail. But thing is very slow. A few, very much obstinacy, resistance. So, mother course. I shall hear the silver swing of heaven's gates. Silver swing of heaven's gates. I shall hear. It is actually opening and opening to welcome your great sons, great children. But actually, thing is that is slow, a few and very slow. When God comes out to meet the soul of the world, God is coming to meet the soul of the world. That gate is opening, silver gate. That sound I am able to understand. I am the reader. Anyway, we'll go for the another beautiful line to come. Durga Stotra. Goddess Mother Durga, when we possess thee, we shall no longer cast thee away. Just imagine. We are now celebrating Durga Puja. This is external Durga Puja. We can see once after right now after around 48 hours or 50 hours, we will find this Durga Puja is come. It has come to our end. Navaratri is over. Ravana Podi will start, and of course that we are actually doing the Visarjan. We are casting it away. But Mother, steer in the course. Once we, when we possess thee, we shall no longer cast thee away. When we possess thee, we shall no longer cast thee away. We shall bind thee to us with the tie of love and devotion. Here we are just one way we are doing the avahan, we are calling, and in on another way we are casting it, doing the visarjan. But here, Mother Steering is very punctual, very much interested. Once we possess thee, we shall never no longer cast thee away. Then how shall we? After Dasara, there will never be any love, any devotion with us. But here, Mother, here in the course, we shall bind thee to us with the tie of love and devotion. Come, Mother, manifest thyself in your mind and life and body. Then finally, we'll come to the concluding part of the discussion here. Of course, the great Savitri is actually concluding. Mother of might, modern of might, mother of works and force, thou art a portion of my soul put forth. To help mankind and help the travel of time, because thou art a portion of my soul put forth, because thou art, for your presence, for your mission, for your endeavor, for your work, for what the change has been there in the world, because thou art in him, man hopes and dares. Had not you been him, man would be unable to hope and dare. You have brought a ray of hope and power in him. Because thou art, man's soul can climb to the heaven. Not only body and mind and life, his soul can also climb to heaven because thou art. And walk like gods in the presence of the Supreme. Like gods, they are moving on the heaven. Like this, our souls can climb and walk like gods in the presence of the Supreme. But problem is that without wisdom, power is like a wind. You have got the power, but wisdom you don't have. So it can breathe upon the heights and kiss the skies. Simply, it is a floating and oscillating condition, like pendulum it is moving. It can build the extreme external things. So thou hast given men strength, wisdom, thou couldst not keep. That is the problem, that is the lacuna, that is the drawback. So thou hast given man strength, wisdom thou couldst not give. One day I will show what is the solution that I will give through you. One day I will return a bringer of strength, bringer of light. I am sorry. One day I will return because strength you have already. No, because one day I will return a bringer of light, and then will I give to thee the mirror of God. Then thou shalt self and world as by him they are seen. Mirror of God I will see, with the mirror of God with which he is seeing, the mirror of God I will see, so that you can also see. Reflected in the bright pool of thy soul, whereas the sun is on the top and on the pool. Inside the river or inside the water, we can find the reflection like this. Thy wisdom, with this once I have given a light to thee, what will be the change? Thy wisdom shall be vast as vast thy power. Thy head shall dwell, then health, thy wisdom shall be vast as vast thy power. Your past power is vast, there is no doubt of it. When I will try to give light, then thy wisdom shall be vast as vast thy power. Then what will be the change of the world? Then hate shall dwell no longer in human hearts. Hate shall dwell no longer in human hearts, and fear and weakness shall desert the lives. Man's lives are deserted mostly by, of course, the fear and weakness. The head shall be no more, dwell no more in human hearts. The cry of the ego shall be hushed within. Once your wisdom is being as vast as thy power, there will be big change in the world. How it will be there? Hate shall dwell no more in human hearts, only love. Fear and weakness now surround the man's life. They shall deserting his life, the human lives. They will be found no more. The cry of ego shall be hushed within. Everywhere, wherever you go, there is we can hear the cry of ego. It will be hushed within, outside and inside. The lion roared that claims the world as a food, that also it will perish. All shall be might and bliss and a happy force. Just imagine. There will be three things will reign over the world, that only might and bliss and happy force. And finally, in hymn to Durga, Sri Aurobindo quotes nicely. That is a great thing Sri Aurobindo quotes here. Come, revealer of the hero path. Revealer means everything is concealed. Revealer of the hero path, we shall no longer cast thee away. May our entire life become a ceaseless worship of the Mother. May our entire life become the ceaseless of the worship of the Mother, because with thy power, with thy light, with thy joy, with thy energy, we will be enlightened. And you will prepare these instruments who are ready to serve thee. And there will not be any barrier in the world. There will be only light, only enlightenment, only there will be only super conscience and the light, truth, everything. Because you have prepared, you have come down, you have reigned alone. That is with thee. So, Mother, all our may our entire life become a ceaseless worship of the Mother. All our acts a continuous service to the Mother. All our acts a continuous service, no ceaseless, continuous service to the Mother, full of love, full of energy. This is our prayer, Mother. Descend upon earth, make thyself manifest in this land of India. So finally, we are going after doing the Avahan to the great Durga. We know in her own word, in the indirect voice, I am Durga, goddess of the proud and strong, and Lakshmi, queen of the fair and fortunate. I wear the face of Kali when I kill. Finally, we found that Mother promises that to your strength I will add the light, so that wisdom will be as vast as your power. So there will be a great transformation in the world. Anyway, we'll try to quote couple of lines from Mother's interaction with Durga, Goddess Durga, quoted from the 1961 agenda. Mother's interaction with Goddess Durga. I had a very interesting experience. It was later last year or the year before. I don't recall. But after I retired to my room upstairs, I knew that during the pujas, these goddesses come all the time. That's what I knew. They don't enter the body and tie themselves with it, but they do come and manifest. During normally they come and manifest. Well, this time I think it must have been for last year's puja. Durga came. Usually, mother quotes Durga came. She always arrives a few days in advance and remains in the atmosphere. Few days in advance and remains in the atmosphere. She is present like this. Gesture of it, gesture as if Durga were walking up and down with the mother. That gesture is there. It indicates actually she is staying in the atmosphere, coming and meeting the mother. It was I was in touch with her during my meditation upstairs. Upstairs meditation, I was in touch with her, and this new power in the body was in me. Then it was in me now. Then how to put it like this? I made her participate in this content of the surrender, concept of surrender. I made her participate. And when an experience she had, then mon petit, another quotes from the French word mon petit, an extraordinary experience in the joy of being connected with that one extraordinary experience being connected with us, and and she declared, from now I am a devotee of the Lord. From now I am a devotee of the Lord. So again continues, it was a beautiful mother course. It was beautiful. This formidable power you see, a universal power, formidable power you see, a universal power, an eternal formidable power. Well, she had never had such an experience before. No such experience before. She had only experienced her own power. She was used to receiving and obeying the commands, but in an automatic way. Then, all at once, she felt the ecstasy of being a conscious instrument. She was here alone, alone. She was actually feeling herself in that accustomed and contented in her own way. But now itself, she felt the ecstasy of being a conscious instrument. Truly, it was truly beautiful, of course. Just imagine this is a great evening, this is a great day, this is a great occasion, and of course we are going. There is no cloud, no storm. Everything is calm and cool. We are celebrating the Navaratri almost at the midpoint of this concluding phase of this Durga Puja. So this is Durgashtami. On this great occasion, we find ourselves glorious, glorified. We find ourselves almost elevated, ecstatic, and because we are here to celebrate Durga Puja, and we of course we know the portion of the Durga, the portion of the Divine Mother who is actually here, the new creator, and of course the transformer. And here it is a great occasion in this puja. We must chant the Durga anthems, hymn to Durga, and simultaneously will be feel and will try to invoke Ja Devi Sarvabhuteshu Matrarupena Sanstita Namastasya 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 Namo Namo Ja Devi Shakti Ja Devi Sarvabhuteshu Durga Rupena Sanstita Namastasya 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 Namo Namo. So just imagine it is a great time, great anthem, great crowding, of course great invocation from us, because this is the right moment. We must be grateful because she has come as the person of the Divine Mother. From the introduction we have already seen, and of course she is going quoting, I am Durga, goddess of the proud and strong, and Lakshmi, queen of the fair and fortunate. I wear the face of Kali when I kill. So on this occasion we must feel ourselves great and grand, illumined and lightened, open and surrendered, so that the purpose of the supramental transformation will be easier, and evolution, the process of evolution will be swift, and this world will be changed into an ecstatic world. Our life will become the life divine, tagged with the life divine. Man will become God, and this earth will be heaven. That is for which we aspire, and of course we are open. Thank you. Vandana.